What's up, my DJ family? This is DJ Ramon coming back at you again with a new video. I know I haven't been on YouTube in a minute, but I'm doing this video for a question I had on by myself, and I seen some DJs did have the question. They was approaching Rain with about Serato operating with Windows 7 because a lot of DJs was having problems who was upgrading to Vista. Serato Scratch Live wouldn't, work with it properly like it would with XP. So it took me a moment before I made a decision: was I gonna go backwards or was I gonna go forward? So I decided to go for it. A lot of DJs told me, well, go ahead with a Mac machine because Scratch Live was pretty much made for Mac, but I just don't have that type of money. So I went with the best and latest laptop, which is a PC, for my money's worth. Just to just jump out there in the deep end to see how Serato or Scratch Live was going to work with Windows 7. I went to one of my local computer stores, shopped around and found, one of my local computer stores, which is Micro Center in Downers Grove here in Illinois, was that has real good discounts on laptops. And I found a Dell Inspiron, which is kind of like the last year's model because it still had Windows 7. I mean, it still had Windows Vista on it, and Windows 7 was out. So they discounted the price because it still had the operating system of Vista, but Dell had a free promotion of free upgrade to Windows 7 Home Premium. So I bought the laptop at a discount, but I got a good deal because it was a Core 2 Dual Intel 2.0, and the laptop that I had at home that I was running Scratch Live on was a Pentium Dual Core 1.6. So the laptop I was purchasing had a faster processor and a little bit more, a faster processor than the one I have. The only glitch was it had Vista, the new laptop had Vista, but Dell was giving a free upgrade, so I took advantage of that. I prepped the new laptop, which I will show you here. This is the new laptop, and I'm trying to get the camera straight as possible. And I hope you can see where it says right there, Windows 7 Home Premium. I'm gonna log in for you all real quick so you can see that this machine I have, which a lot of DJs was telling me, if I have a laptop for Serato Scratch Live, it needs to be dedicated to that and that only. And my other laptop I was using, I was doing other things on it, and I was really running the risk of catching a virus or anything and messing up my whole setup. I was backing up my information, but sometimes you get lazy and it can be a headache. But another problem I was having with Vista was all my music was on an external drive, and I couldn't run the music through Scratch Live off the external without it freezing up. Well, when I got it on a better and faster PC with Windows 7, now I can run all my music from my external drive to Scratch Live without having to download it or burn it or copy it to that actual internal drive on my laptop. So it frees up a lot of space for any other things that is going on in that laptop. But I'm gonna show you right here. Yeah, that's my DJ club. I'm with Block Club DJs here in Illinois, and as you can see, I only have 4 icons on there. And some of the stuff came with the laptop. I really didn't take it off. I took some of the stuff off that I really didn't need, but this laptop is solely dedicated to Scratch Live. As you can see, I'm moving my mouse up here to Scratch Live. I'm gonna click on it, wait until it open up, and then I'll show you some more things, which you can see is loading up now. The thing I was having problems with was the nano pad, it wouldn't recognize it, or it recognizes it, but it's not operating right. I don't know what's going on with my nano pad, but it's just really not working. I'm gonna do an email to Rain and see if they can help me troubleshoot why my nano pad is not working with my Scratch Live with Windows 7. But any other time I really haven't had any problems with it. I did have one little minor problem, is when I first, well, after I played with it for a while, everybody who buys a new computer, you get trial versions of software. I had a trial version of McAfee security thing for the internet and all that. But with me being a subscriber to Comcast, they give you a free version of McAfee lifetime or whatever. And when I downloaded to my laptop, the Serato Scratch Live couldn't find the drivers for the MIDI box. And I remember reading into some of the blogs, some of the people was downloading the Scratch Live or installing it on their laptop, and it wouldn't recognize the drivers, because the drivers for Scratch Live is for Windows XP, Vista. It hasn't moved up to Windows 7, and most of your Windows 7 machines is running 64-bit and not really 32. But with this machine I have, it's 64-bit, but when I broke it out the box and everything and hooked it up, it found the drivers. But when I put this McAfee security suit on there, it seemed like the drivers disappeared and it wouldn't work with it. So I did some tweaking, and I can't remember all what I did, but I end up getting it to recognize the drivers again. And I know I took some security features off. I'm not for sure. I will hopefully Rain, some of their techs will look at this video and kind of guide me through, or ask me what did I do, or have me talk to them or email them back and forth, and they ask me to look into certain things to see how it's set, so new users to Windows 7 would know what to do. I am running Home Premium, which most DJs is not running Home Premium on these OS systems. They're running like Professional or Ultimate. With XP you only had Professional. So at a later date I will upgrade to Ultimate or Professional, but right now I'm running Home Premium and it's working fine to me. I haven't really did any gigs, but I practice at least twice or 3 times a week, and every time I boot the machine up and everything, it boots right up, have no problems, mix, scratch, whatever, beat juggle, it doesn't lag or nothing. And one feature I will tell you, that with versus my gateway machine and my deal machine, when they would tell you to take the sleep mode off with Vista in any laptop machine, because what would happen was when it went into sleep mode, or where almost the screen changes and stuff, when you try to tap on it to wake it back up, the Serato would be not responsive or to be locked up. Well, with Windows 7 that doesn't happen. You can let the machine go to sleep, tap the mouse pad or hit a key, it'll wake back up, and you still see your arms on your turntables on the Scratch Live still moving, and everything's still responsive. So thank God that Microsoft corrected that issue, or some kind of way, whatever they did, it corrected that issue. But I know a lot of DJs, before I made this decision to go back with the PC, was telling me Scratch Live was made for, the software was made for a Mac machine, which is true. But sometimes DJs have different financial situations that's going on, and they have to make the best decision for their, for the money that they have. And I had to go back to a PC. I just couldn't afford a Mac machine. And some PC machine is just as powerful as Mac machines, but that's in that argument a lot.